A question that is put before many interview candidates and experienced Java programmers is that why use Java 8 optional instead of traditional if condition? And this is the answer that you will be getting in this video. And this answer is based on not a single but 3 points. Do watch this video till the end to include all the 3 points in the answer. Before moving further, I assume you're familiar with optional class, and if not, then go ahead and watch the video whose link is at the top right corner and in the description of this video. Just a refresher, Java 8 optional is a wrapper around the actual value, and to check if an optional has a value or it is empty, we use its if present or is empty methods. Now, back to the main question. Why use optional instead of null? Look at this method. Suppose this method is defined in a third-party library and you do not have its source code. To use it, you will call this method by creating an object of this class. Now assume you call the method. Most likely there are chances that you will do something like this, resulting in null pointer exception. But as soon as you see that the return value is an optional, you automatically remember that this optional can contain a null value and you will definitely use something as, and you will get rid of irritating null pointer exceptions. Using optional highly improves code readability and reduces lines of code. Let's understand how. Here are two methods, one that returns a string directly and another that returns an optional wrapper around the string. Now, suppose you call the first method and you know that the return value may be null and you want to initialize it to an empty string. What you will do is check if it is null and initialize it to a blank value. With optional, you can simply use its or else method to return a default value if the return value is null. You can clearly see which method is more good to look at. With optional, you can also prevent nested if or if else blocks having null condition checks. Suppose there is a name of a person. If the name is not null, then print it. Otherwise, print a meaningful message. With if, you need to do something like this. With optional, you can use its if present or else method, which takes two arguments. First is a consumer, where we can simply print the value of optional. Second argument is a runnable, which is the action we need to take if the optional does not have any value or the value is null. We will simply print the same message here. Look how concise this syntax looks in comparison to this if-else block. Optional has many other methods which are useful and replace if blocks completely. Using optional can greatly enhance your code readability and removes all traditional if conditions, if-else blocks, and null checks. And since it is a feature added into the language itself, you should definitely use it. Do let me know your thoughts on this. I hope the video was useful and I will see you in the next one.